my fellow warriors. Wanted to do a quick vlog because right now that's kind of all I can do, which is where I'm actually going to start off this vlog. And like I said in the previous vlog video that I did, I'm wanting to try to do more more interactive vlogs. More active vlogs. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm wanting to say right now. But I'm wanting to show you a little more of what's going on in my life and everything, the things that I'm up to, which wish I would have thought of that last night, because the project that I did last night is small surprise home improvement project that I did, was something that that would have been perfect for a vlog video. But anyways, yeah, like I said, right now this is all I can do is home improvement type projects, because my wonderful, big, powerful gaming computer that I built a year and a half ago, hasn't been 2 years yet, started having issues. First time I've ever had issues with it. I'm trying to figure out if it's RAM or if it might be a motherboard type issue, but it was blue screening like crazy. And this started about 3 weeks ago. I was playing Mass Effect Andromeda one morning. I got back into playing that because I decided I wanted to finish it. But, and despite what everybody else says, I actually like the game. I think it's awesome. Yeah, I have issues with it, but it's not as bad as what everybody made it out to be. Anyways, which I'm probably going to do a rant on that video at some point. Probably in a separate, or on that game at some point in a separate video. But anyways, yeah, I was playing it and the game itself froze. Thought maybe it was some sort of game-related issue, and then it froze again, and then not too long after I went into a task manager and forced the game closed, the computer blue screen. Well, then after that it blue screened multiple times and restarted. Then I got to start back up again. Got it to Got it to finally run for a little while. Tried to do some registry repair and various other things, anything I could think of to try to get it to work again, and it kept crashing. So after about 2 weeks of messing with it on and off between, work and, working on other people's computers on my side business, which, yes, I finally did get that going. Already done my first job, got a second one lined up for here in a couple of months. But anyways, yeah, finally got fed up with it. I got thinking, it could actually be Windows 10, because Windows 10 did an update, and then right after it did the update, that's when things started going haywire. So I wiped Windows 10, wiped the SSD that had Windows on it, decided, you know what, I don't care if I have to reinstall every program, I'm tired of messing with it, I want my computer back. So then I went and installed Windows 7, let it update and everything. I've had 2 blue screens since then, and after that, and those blue screens were last week, I believe, when I actually reinstalled everything. I've had it on for not super long periods of time, but had it on quite a bit since then and not had a single blue screen. So I don't know. I'm still thinking it might be a RAM issue. I've changed RAM slots and everything, and we'll see what happens. But that is the reason why I haven't done any recording. Like I've been wanting to. I've been wanting to do some game recordings and throw them up, but I haven't been able to yet. Now, that computer right there, it's my old gaming computer. Bad lighting. Sorry about that. It's my old gaming computer. And I literally just lost you. Sorry. My apologies. My old phone case is, or my phone case is kind of slippery, and the thing has problems grabbing hold of it. Sorry about that. But anyways, yeah, that my old gaming computer right there. It's still a very good computer, but unfortunately, the processor isn't powerful enough. I mean, it is, but it bottlenecks the graphics card, so I don't get anywhere near the performance out of it that I do out of that one, because that one is a beast, and I built it specifically around gaming and recording and everything. This one I built as a very much a budget gaming rig, and the most expensive thing in there is actually the graphics card. So I've been playing Mass Effect, and I thank the Lord that Origin does cloud backup on the game saves and everything, because I was able to install Mass Effect Andromeda on this computer and immediately pick up right where I left off. But if I can't, I'm going to do some long-term running on that, and by that I mean I'm probably going to do some stress testing on it with like Prime 95, something like that, see it push the system, see if it blue screens again. If it does, I'm going to have to just hold off on that until I know that there's programs out there that'll stress test RAM, and that's really what I want to do. I want to really push the RAM, see what it does, and yeah, I've tried to see if I can get it to crash again. If I can't, then I'm going to reinstall Sony Vegas, which is what I do my video editing on, and reinstall Morellis Action, which is my recording software that I use, get everything going again to the best of my ability, and try recording some more. If I can't, then I'm going to have to record on this one, and it's not going to be as good. So anyways, that's what's going on with that. So hopefully that will be an issue that will get taken care of very soon, because I would like to get back to doing gaming videos. Okay, so anyways, if that even sounded like English, because I don't think it did. What I've been doing in my spare time, actually not a whole lot. I have done, I'll show you my home improvement project here in a second, but I've been strangely doing like a little crafts type work and everything. By the way, I know the sides look ridiculously stupid. I hate my hair because for some reason it grows like really thick right here. You can see it grows really thick right here, but especially on this side, it's like really uneven on this side. It doesn't grow as much right here, but it grows really thick right here. I eventually need new clippers that have the adjustable the adjuster on it, where even with the adapter you can get a little closer, because I want to trim the sides down as much as I can, I mean without actually buzzing it. But outside of that, ignore the sides. What do you think of the spike look? This is a look that I decided to do like a week ago, and I just wanted a new look. You know, I've always just let my hair grow, you know, and then buzz it, and that was it. That's literally all I've ever done with my hair. And I mean, except when I was younger, I had the whole spiky look like that. But this is kind of funny. When I was a kid and I had that look, I had no clue how to use hair gel to make my hair spike up. I guess when I was a kid, because my mom took me to took me to the barber shop, to have my hair styled when I was younger, and at the time I wanted my hair spiked like this, and they styled my hair like that. Well, they gave me hair gel, and then they sent me home. They said, all you do is put the gel in your hair and everything. Apparently, when I was a kid, I was incredibly stupid and didn't understand that literally all you have to do is just put gel in your hand, run it through your hair, and poof, it'll stand up and spike. That's literally all it takes. And apparently I thought that you had to use a comb and, try to make the hair stand up. I ended up, because I didn't just run it straight through and let my hair stand up, I ended up with like patches in the middle that weren't spiked, and it was like this one spot in the middle that wasn't spiked, but all around it was spiked, and on the back it was all uneven and everything. It looked horrible, and even as a kid I knew it looked horrible, and so I think it was like, well, actually, yeah, I was a kid at the time. This was before I hit my teenage years. But yeah, I even as a kid I knew it was horrible, so I just quit messing with it and just let my hair grow normally and everything, quit styling it. It's the first time I've ever actually kind of styled my hair again, and I actually like the look of it. It's just, again, the sides bother me. I really want to trim down the sides a lot more, but my cheapy pair of hair clippers I've got right now, I don't know where my 1/8 inch guard went to. It's vanished out into the ether somewhere. But I have a 1/4 inch, and that's what I've been using, so I'm just having to constantly try to trim it and keep it down. But, I mean, outside of that, I actually really like the spiky look. It's something different. But anyways, yeah, new hairdo. Ha! Surprise! If you couldn't tell, within the first 12 minutes of the video. Anyways, okay, so I decided to get a little crafty. I had a bunch of old hard drives sitting around, old IDE hard drives, which those of you that aren't computer savvy and don't understand what that is, those are like hard drives from the beginning clear up to, actually I don't know when they switched over to SATA drives, but anyways, these are the older, slower hard drives from like the early 2000s. And I mean, most of them didn't work anymore. They were hard drives I pulled from old computers that friends gave me that they weren't using anymore. And originally I was going to try to use them for something, but again, half of them didn't work, and then the ones that did were just so slow, and none of my computers outside of my none of my computers use IDE anymore. So, and I'm sure you've seen an IDE cable somewhere before. Those big old ribbon cables, the big old gray things. Do I have one somewhere? I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm trying to show you this. I actually don't know if I have any IDE cables. Yeah, I do. Ah. Don't slide off. Don't slide off. No. No. Bad CDs. Stop it. Bad. No. Okay. This is, I mean, it's rubber banded, but this is an IDE cable. Big old ribbon cables that you've seen in the past in movies and everything else. Yeah. Anyways, like that was even necessary to show you that. What's wrong with me? Anyways, but yeah, these are hard drive discs. And these are rings, and yes, I know that one's a little off center. That irritates me, but it's super glued on there, unfortunately. So anyways, but yeah, these are all of this cross here is, man, they're so shiny. They're it's at an angle, but anyways, this is all hard drive parts that I use. They're all the discs from hard drives. All the information is stored on. So actually, right now, I mean, they're out of their cases and everything. Usually, when you pull them out of their cases, they're pretty much dead and useless, you know. And they have super glue on them now, so they're pretty much useless. But there's still probably some information on these. So this cross is full of information from people. So anyways. But yeah, my mom again, I was telling her about what I was doing, and I didn't know what I was going to do with these parts. And she said, well, it'd be kind of cool if you could make like a cross or something out of some of the parts. So took the idea and I went with it, and this is what I ended up with. It's a hard drive cross. So anyways, that was a small crafty project I did over the last couple of days. My my 22 rifle up there. And then this, ladies and gentlemen, is my closet. Yeah, exciting for a vlog. No, originally, you can barely see it, but this shelf that's kind of leaning up, standing up against the wall over here, that was actually originally across, attached to the back of the wall here of my closet. And anyway, and you can see how far back this closet goes, because I mean here's the door, and this is me with my arm outstretched touching the wall right now. That's how far back this closet goes. This house was remodeled in 2006. They basically tore it down to the framework and rebuilt it again. But what they did, it seemed like they just kind of threw two improvised closets in, and this was the result of this one. But it's so super wide, but when they had that shelf up in there, the sides, because this side over here is just as deep as this side. But yeah, these sides had so much unused space. Well, when that shelf right there was held up by two really lightweight metal brackets. Well, all my clothes, my shirts, well, not my clothes, but all my shirts, all my coats, which I have like 50 million coats and I have no idea why. Yeah, all that stuff, and a whole bunch of blankets, heavy blankets, comforters, and everything was on the shelf. Well, it gave way just like 4 days ago, something like that. I heard, I was in the computer room. I think it was one of the days I was fighting with that big computer, and I heard a crash, and I was like, "What was that?" I just assumed, hey, let me get you in the shot without the phone falling. See, him. I just assumed it was something him or his sister was doing, and they were just, destroying stuff. Went all over the house, didn't see anything. I was like, what the heck was that? And I knew it came from inside the house, but I couldn't find it, which really bothered me. But anyways, before I go to bed at night, on a work night, I go and I grab, all my clothes, get them ready for in the morning, so that when I wake up in the morning, I can just, shower, throw my clothes on, head out the door to work. So I came in here and opened the closet door with was expecting to see the shelf still on the wall. It was actually down in the bottom with all my shirts still hanging on the pole and everything, and it was just a horrible mess. The shelf itself was twisted, which apparently it was just the weight of the clothes on it that made it twisted, because it's perfectly straight once I got, all the weight off of there, which is pretty amazing. Anakin, where are you? Where are you? Hey. Yeah, there. Go ahead. Anyways, so yesterday I was like, man, I have got, because I washed my clothes, and dried them yesterday, and I was like, I've got to be able to hang up my clothes, so I was like, all right, time to do some home improvement, and I decided I was going to go and try to figure out what to do with this particular issue. Try to do this without knocking the phone off, since it seems to want to. So anyways, here's what I did. If you can see it. Okay, there's the... I did 2 layers, or two levels of clothes. And I decided to make as much use of the space that I had on the sides as I possibly could. So what I did was, I took pieces of an old computer desk that I had, and I went and cut four wood slats, and went and drilled holes for the pole there. In two of them, I just drilled a straight hole clean through, and then up over on these other ones, I drilled holes and then went and cut the chunk out of the top above the hole so that the pole could just slide down into it. And then that pole, well, both poles, are actually the same pole that was hanging off the shelf that was over here on the wall. And I just went and cut it into two smaller pieces that fit perfectly, and went and just, screwed these to the wall, shoved the pole in there, boom. I was able to hang up my clothes again. And the best thing is it cleared out this whole space over here, so I got all kinds of space. And of course, I hung my hats up on the wall, but you can see they're kind of crooked, and that kind of annoys me. But anyways, and then of course, oh, don't you dare fall off. Down there, that's my shooting bag. It's got my my earmuffs for protecting my delicate little ears. And then over on this side, I was originally going to put shelves in there, but then I have my clothes drawers that's got, all my other clothes in there. And I was like, why don't I just shove those back over in that corner instead of having them out in the middle, or not in the middle, but out in the open in the bedroom. And yes, there's little weird cartoon character stickers and stuff right there. Those are not mine. Those were my brother's, and he's had those drawers, I think, since he was a little kid. And yeah, my mom gave them to me, but she couldn't get the stickers off. I need to get those stickers off there. It's embarrassing. Anyways, so that's what I did over my weekend. And let's see. Well, and another thing, I'm going to have to get a new car. I think I just messed up my hair. Oh no! I don't know if you'll be able to see it out there or not. Shoot, I can't see the screen. Well, if you can see it, my GMC Acadia out there. It's a couple of years ago. Well, it hasn't been quite 2 years yet. There she is right there. That's my car. Anyways. Wow, tree limbs are blowing down. It's super windy outside. I went outside and I actually have shingles on my roof that are blowing around, which I know they're going to fly off, which means, yay, I get to call somebody to come work on the shingles for me. I would do it myself, but I don't have a ladder tall enough to get up to the roof, and I actually don't. The roof is like on a steep incline, so I wouldn't want to do it unless I had somebody here, to kind of help out. But anyways, yeah, my car got backed into a couple years ago, or close to a couple years ago. Had a friend of mine that she was, I was letting her drive because she was trying to learn, get used to driving so she could get her license. And I mean, she was 22 at the time, I think. I think she was 22 at the time. But anyways, and yeah, so I was letting her drive to get experience driving. And yeah, she quickly pulled into the parking lot of her apartment while somebody backed into us at the driver's side door. And that car was perfect until then. There were no issues. I bought it used. I mean, it's an 07, but it only had like 120,000 miles on it, which I know is still a fairly decent amount. But anyways, it was in perfect condition. The previous owners taken amazing care of it. But as soon as it got backed into, problems started happening. There's so many problems with it right now. I can't even begin to tell you that the steering is groaning. It's not fluid because I checked that. Fluid is full, so I have a feeling the power steering pump's going out. The alternator may not be as good as I thought it was. That it's leaking oil into the coil cylinders, which is a $500 repair. Power steering pump is a $500 repair, I believe. Let's see, what else is wrong with it? It shudders a little bit now on the back end. It's done that since it got backed into, so I think it may have a bent rim. The rear tires leak, so I think the bead seal on the tires got broken when it got backed into. And let's see. What else was wrong with it? There was something else that was wrong with it. No, it has a battery drain issue. When the damage got fixed on the car, the door was replaced, and I guess the internals in the door that's supposed to, when you shut off the car and take the key out and open the door, supposed to shut off the dashboard lights, the stereo, all that, does not do what it's supposed to do anymore. Those lights and everything stay on for another 15-20 minutes after I get out of the car until it automatically shuts off. Well, that causes the battery to get drained a little bit. So when it's super cold outside, like 20 degrees or below, I have to use this little rechargeable jump starter that I've got in order to be sure it gets started, because the battery will just drain completely. And yeah, when it's warmer day like it is today, it's like 60 degrees out there right now, right in the middle of January, or the end of January. It's 60 degrees outside. It's supposed to drop down again this week, but anyways, when it's 60 degrees outside, no problem. It has no issue whatsoever with starting. But when it's colder, yeah, if I don't use a jumper, it will not start. So yeah, with all that, with how much I'm gonna have to spend on fixing it, and the thing is, I still owe like just under $9,000 on that thing. So I'm going to have to go see if I can trade it in for something. I'm going to wait about a month, and be sure my credit's still in good standing at that time. But yeah, I've got to go trade it in and see if they'll buy out my my loan and get me a new one for another car. Because I need something that's reliable, and that thing's not reliable. And I'm not doing the same thing with that car that I did with my previous one. Because my previous car, oh, it was a nightmare. I've put so much money into that car. It completely drained everything that I had, to try to get that thing working. And nobody could figure out what was wrong with it. So finally, I gave up and got that. Boy, was I happy when I got that. And then this happened. So after only 2 years of having that car, I'm already going to have to trade it in for something else and start over again with payments, just so, I have something that's, reliable. Anyways, so that's pretty much all I had, which was enough apparently, because it's 28 minutes. You even got to see me drop you. Haha, lucky you. So yeah, I'm going to try to do more vlogs. I mean, just at the very least to fill the gaps until I see cobwebs, and it's driving me nuts. But at least to fill the gaps until I can get back to recording gameplay videos again, because yeah, I don't want to I don't want to do or don't want to leave the channel completely dead. It's bothering me. Oh, and also another update. I could swear I dusted this just the other day. Or just yesterday. What happened? Is it that dusty in here? Maybe that's why I've been sneezing a lot. Huh. Anyways. But what was I saying? Dang it, I hate when I get sidetracked. Dang it. Okay. Well, anyways. I'm sure I'll think of it like right after I stop the video and I'll be mad at myself. But yeah, I'm going to keep trying to do videos and everything, and hopefully keep the channel a little more active. And yeah, I got a whole bunch of home improvement projects I'm wanting to do. Oh, I remember what I was going to say now. Yeah, many of you know that I've I talked I think it's been about, has it been a year ago now? It's been close to a year ago now that I did a video a vlog where I said that, I used to weigh like, 340 pounds, and I had gotten gotten close to my ideal weight, which was supposed to be 239. And, I was still a little bit above that at the time. Well, the lowest I've been, which was last year around June, I think it was 232. And I looked awesome. At least I still wasn't happy with where I was at, 'cause I still had a gut on me that nobody else could see when especially when I was wearing clothes. But I could see it, whenever I was in the bathroom, in front of the mirror, and it always drove me nuts. But but still, I look, really good. Well, or better than I have in the past. But yeah, I ended up messing up because of the holidays and everything, and slacking off. And yeah, I got back up to 260 again, and I'm so disappointed in myself. Well, I started getting serious about it again, as of today, and got back on my strict diet and back to working out. So I am going to push to get back down to 232 and lower, because I want to get rid of the gut completely. And you could tell, from the double chin and everything, and just from my face in general, that I've gained some of that weight back that I'd lost, and that doesn't sit well with me. So yeah, I'm gonna keep you up to date on that too, so you can see where I'm going. And as for my spiritual walk, I'm doing pretty awesome with that. I'm actually really happy with the way things are going. But anyways, thank you for watching this vlog, if you did. And if you watched it all the way through, congratulations to you, because you actually, actually, no, I feel bad for you, because that must mean that you don't really have much to do if you're watching me. Anyways, so thank you for joining me on this vlog. Remember to walk with God. That's the best advice I could give anybody. Walk with God. People are always asking me, why are you so calm all the time, even when you're having financial troubles, which right now I'm struggling quite a bit, but I keep telling them I don't worry about it, because I know God's going to provide. He always has. Anytime I've had financial issues, He's got me through it. So I'm not worried about it. So yeah, walk with God, and everything will be so much better for you. I'm not going to say they're going to be easier, but you have that assurance that things are going to be much better when you come out the other side of whatever trial it is that you're going through.